Akibosai's longhouse is a modest 18 doors long. It was totally rebuilt 10 years ago when a flood swept everything away, including precious bundles of skulls.
Aki's impish smile and tattooed eyebrows win me over immediately. Eddie explains that his eyebrows have been inked with a magic pigment, one that has a particular effect on women.
Right? And if you're heavily tattooed, right, the women will find you very attractive. And
Tattoos is an aphrodisiac. It's a great icebreaker. But we want Aki to delve deeper, to take us back to a time when no man would be caught dead without his tattoos.
The last time where people were very heavily tattooed was during the Japanese occupation. These men were only armed with swords and spears, and the Japanese were armed with machine guns, heavy machine guns, and they were firing at the Iban people. Because of their charms and their tattoos, these bullets would pass by them, even though they were firing straight at the Iban men.
Now, if only Aki can tell us where the protective power of the tattoo comes from.
The charms are all given by an antu, the spirits, in the dream or physically when you're sleeping.
Right.
They will come and they will give it, and you will find it in your hand. Or
Aki explained that the spirit attached to the tattoo made it visible to the gods. So an Iban without tattoos cannot get the help from the Iban gods.
Yeah, correct.
A man without tattoos, it turns out, is virtually invisible. Aki wants me to show him the sacred marks from my life's journey, my Vijayalai. I didn't know it yet, but Aki was sizing me up to make me an offer I wouldn't refuse in 1,000 years.
Day one at the longhouse of Akibosai, and Thomas has found something that, for the moment at least, he finds even more exotic than tattoo lore: the blowpipe. He's astonished how accurate a blowpipe can be. He never expected it to have such power and range.
Were the Iban Rangers using these in war?
Legend has it, once you're hit, you're dead before you know what hit you.
Too bad there.
The poison comes from boiling the sap of the deadly ipo tree. Today, though, few Iban still hunt with it.
Well, that really does honk us along. Excellent.
So this tattoo here...
Vince is giving Aki a tour of his tattoos, starting with the Scottish Lion of the North.
That's the Lion of the North. And this is Celtic. These are the tattoos of my ancient people. This is a shield and a sword.
Ilang. He wants you to get this and this on here.
Oh, I would be so honored to get tattooed. It would be like a dream come true. Iban. It's been decided that I'll receive barong, 2 matching shoulder tattoos, but not for 3 days. Time for Tom and I to immerse ourselves in a way of life that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. Planting rice or paddy increases my respect for the stamina of these people. I'd hope my jungle kilt would keep me cool, but half an hour in this heat and I'm staggering. The longer we hang out here, asking questions and trying out this way of life, the more we realize that nothing is quite like it first seems. Dancing, for instance, isn't just dancing. It's the flight of the sacred jungle birds. At 210 pounds, I doubt if I'm going to take off, but never mind. I'm just trying to keep up with my dancing instructor, Gentan, who's twice as old as I am and twice as nimble. But I'm encouraged by a 1932 report of an Oxford expedition to Sarawak. The white man is expected to join in every sort of native activity, to drink with them, to join in all ceremonies, and so on. The more native bangles and tattoo marks he has, the better. If he can Charleston and do conjuring tricks, he is bound to be a success. Lars Krutak of the Smithsonian Institution is a welcome sight. We invited him to join us on the Scrong so he could continue his work on women's tribal tattoos.
Man, swollen rivers, flash floods, broken outboards.
How you doing, buddy?
A real task, a chore, but I'm so glad to see you guys. It's great to be here.
Oh, Lars, it's good to have you here, and let me tell you, there are some wonderful tattoos in this longhouse.
And really, I've been searching. I found a few on this river system and adjacent ones, but I'm really excited to see more. So guys, the river is really much higher than it was yesterday.
Lars Krutak is rare for an academic, an anthropologist who takes tattoos seriously.
Can you ask her if I could take some photographs of her tattoos? You roll her arm maybe to this. That's perfect. And roll it over to the side, like that. Yeah, not many people have actually studied women's tattooing throughout the indigenous world, and especially here in Sarawak. And it is increasingly rare to find such bold designs on women. Most of the focus has been on tattooing of men here in Borneo. And one of my goals is to document it before it ultimately disappears. And this has to be one of the few women that has tattoos in this river system. Traditionally, women's tattoos were associated with weaving ceremonial garments, puakambu, which were used to receive freshly taken heads after a successful headhunting campaign.
You might not imagine weaving to be a hazardous occupation, but it was. Blood red dye gave shape to powerful designs that brought her into dangerous contact with the spirit world. Weaving was appropriately called women's war. And that's where the weaver's tattoos came in, the scorpion and the centipede, creatures that were long believed to repel evil spirits. It's no mystery why women stopped wearing these tattoos. They no longer needed the garments associated with headhunting. Why endure the pain of a tattoo session if it's not necessary? Eddie shares Lars' enthusiasm for recording the evidence of this vanishing art form. And encouraged by Thomas Lockhart, Eddie and his brother have been hand-tapping traditional tattoos for 2 years now. Another of Eddie's mentors is Jen Tan, who's not just an accomplished dancer, but a tattooist. Eddie met him on his first visit to Emperon.
The first thing I noticed about this man were his tattoos. It's like the most amazing tattoos that you would ever see. And all of these were all hand-tapped. You can see that he's been in the sun every day of his life. And look at the quality of the tattoos, the line work. See how black these tattoos are? The person who did his tattoos spent a lot of time and a lot of effort trying to get his tattoos to perfection. If you look at his back, normally this tattoo sort of like prevents your head from being cut off. Some people say that this is the last tattoo that you do on your upper torso.
Jen Tan's tattoos go far beyond decoration. These indelibly inked symbols represent the belief systems of the Iban. Tattoos are his shield from death and his connection to the gods who offer him guidance and protection.
From the neck tattoo, this is the Batang Skrang style. When the people from the other longhouses look at this, they know that this guy is from the Skrang area. Jantan here has been on the Bajalai for a very long time, and that's why he's covered in all these tattoos.
For a man in his 80s, Jantan is in fine physical condition. But the tattoo hunters hear about another old tattooist, upriver, who doesn't have long to live.